What's up, guys? So we're finally going to be talking about Cars 2 today, and with Cars 2, I've never seen it, obviously, so that's the reason why I'm doing the review, because I watched it recently, and just like the first one, I wanted to just give a retake, because again, it's been a while. But overall with this one was a little different because we had, of course, Lightning McQueen. He was going around winning different tournaments, but then he gets offered to do this one around different areas of the world, and he wants Mater to go with him. Well, as soon as Mater does go around him, he is like, okay, well, let's go. And unfortunately, Mater does embarrass himself with McQueen, and McQueen and him have an argument, and then he kind of gets roped up into this undercover mission, and Mater has no idea what's going on, because again, we all know how Mater is. You know, he's very simple-minded, but he's a very fun-loving character, and this is pretty much Mater's story to really show that he was not just what people thought of him to be, was to be a stupid country truck, you know. And again, Larry the Cable Guy did very well with taking that character on yet again and being able to show that Mater had a lot more to give other than just the so-called simple opinion, because he meets, you know, a possible love interest. He also, you know, meets another friend and also wants to encourage him to be the best vehicle he can be. And it goes through the whole thing of, it basically is that the one that was behind this was leading the whole tournament, and he wanted to subdue everyone to show that his so-called oil was going to be the best one, and also that no one else needed any kind of oil other than his, and not to go electric. So the movie did have some comical parts. I will say at times I felt like I was a little bored because I wasn't expecting Cars to kind of go the, you know, James Bond type deal. I wasn't expecting that. I was just expecting something with like a race where everyone had to figure out what was going on. So that kind of took me out of it, to be honest. I do think it was cool. I think if I saw it when I was younger or when it first came out, I think my opinion of it would be different. Of course, now being older and having a fresh take on it, I'm still gonna have to go with the first one probably being the best one. Now again, the first one was not all the best in my opinion, but it was still a fun-loving film. But overall, I think that this film, you'd have to watch it when you were younger and also when it first came out to have a good sense of enjoying this movie, out of my personal opinion. Because again, with Cars, you have to have, I mean, again, I love Cars in general, but for the movie and the franchise of Cars, I think you really got to enjoy the characters, and I think you got to enjoy this world that Disney/Pixar created, and also be able to enjoy what they have to offer. And with this one, it just wasn't that impressive to me. I think that, again, they were building the story up, but this was more Mater's story than I would say Lightning McQueen, which was perfectly fine. Again, I like Mater. I think he's a cool, funny character. But at times I do feel like the movie kind of went off the rails, or the jokes didn't, you know, land as good. And that's fine. I don't think this movie may be for everybody. Again, this is a kid's movie. It probably is not centered towards adults or anyone that probably does not enjoy certain movies like this, and that is perfectly reasonable. But if you guys have seen Cars 2 and you love it, great. If you don't like it, that's fine too. This movie may not be for everybody. This movie was okay to me. I wouldn't watch it again. But this is, again, my personal opinion. This is my review of this film. If you guys agree, that's fine. If you guys disagree, that's perfectly fine. I will be watching the third one at some point. I think I saw some other ones that may be shorts, you know, like they've done for Toy Story or other movies, you know, just for fun or whatever, like whether it be like a holiday one or something like that. But I'll probably check those out maybe. But overall, just keep a lookout for another Cars review. And as always, I'll be seeing you guys on the next one.